Good morning, everybody. Jono here, and happy Matariki. Matariki's the Mãori New Year, so that's very interesting and awesome as well. More of a reflection on the past year and remembering loved ones lost and friends lost. So today we are in the beautiful Hamurana Springs on the north part of Lake Rotorua and 20-minute drive away from Rotorua. With us today is the beautiful, the one and only Rose, and Francesca. This walk is a beautiful walk, one of my favourites in the local area. Price for locals is $8 per person and $18 for the out-of-towners. I know not one price for all, but that's how it is in New Zealand. If I go to Aucklanders get lower than prices than us because they pay the local rates and taxes and all that sort of stuff. Anywho, so yes, this is the new way of coming round, going through where the golf course entrance is, paying at the office where there's like a little pub, and then going through a little entrance for the start of the track. At the actual office itself, there's toilets and disability access as well. This track actually is really good. So if you are in a wheelchair, you can actually get around. Just on the far side though, as you're heading back up to the main office, there are a few routes, but they are able to get conquered with a bit of maneuverability and patience. But yeah, this is leading up to the head or the main entrance of the walk, and you walk over this beautiful clear water with beautiful wildlife around. So with the wildlife over here, as Hamurana Springs is a nature reserve, so we have scallops, herons, ducks, geese, and the endangered dabchick birds. And depending on the time of month, and if your lady's in a good mood or a bad mood, if she's in a bad mood, then their partner becomes endangered as well. To the left and to the right, you can see a lot of ducks and geese, and further up you can see the herons. Here we're going to walk along across the river, heading to the mighty redwood grove. Beautiful. But along this part of the track there's a cool monument which is for the local tribe over here. Here we are, a beautiful redwood grove, tall as trees, honestly, towering like giants, alongside beautiful crystal clear waters heading from the depths of the natural spring Hamurana. It's very hard for me growing up in an English environment, British, and pronouncing te reo, Mãori words. Most of it's actually really good, but yeah, you get the odd ones, which is really hard to pronounce. But we're getting there. 17 years in New Zealand. Hopefully when I reach retirement age, I can be a little bit more fluent. The Redwood Grove is about a quarter into the track and is beautiful, really Instagrammable. And you get some beautiful little bridges crossing streams, which as well are crystal clear. Yeah, it's just pretty much heaven on earth over here. Definitely highly recommended to visit if you're in the Rotorua area, and always good for a trip as well. You can have a nice picnic here beside the lakefront as well. Or if you like golf, there's a golf course here, which is attached to the Hamurana walk. The green fees, actually entrance into the golf course, $20 per person. And if you want to hire a golf cart hire for 9 holes is $40 and $50 for the full 18 holes, which is reasonable, I would say. I'm not a big golfer or anything of the sort. My Tiger Wood days are definitely over, but yeah, no, it sounds reasonable to me, and it's a beautiful setting as well. The footage that you see in this video is shot with the Insta360 Go 3S on the POV mount, which is attached to my hat on the head. So yeah, sorry if it's a bit shaky, but what can I say, I've got that major whiplash. The Insta360 Go 3S is highly recommended. Not paid or anything by Insta360, but yeah, just the camera itself, you can get a lot of unique angles and the quality is exceptional. And also the camera itself is the size of your thumb with a magnetic base, so you can mount it to any metallic objects. The water here is truly pure and awesome, but you're not allowed to swim as the water is tapu, it's sacred to the local tribe. So unable to swim is a fair one, but can't complain. Beautiful views, beautiful atmosphere, and definitely a relaxing place. Here we're actually walking to the source of the river. The source is the spring, is the deepest in the whole of the North Island of New Zealand, which I thought was a mind-blowing fact. And the actual depth is 20 meters, and the flow of the spring is 4 million liters per hour. Like, what? That is awesome. People must think it's a wishing well because they've been flicking the coins in to make a wish. I should have done it. Wished to win the lottery, but hey, maybe next time. Because the current is so strong here, with the water flowing from the spring, it attracts trout, and the trout likes to lay the eggs and do their thing at the source. And yeah, as you can see over here, we have 2 awesome trout playing around, and yeah, no, it's awesome. You get to see like different nature and, you know, fish and everything else doing its thing in safety. And also for those fishermen out there, you're not allowed to fish on this stream, so that's another restriction, as it is a wildlife sanctuary. The walk itself would take a good hour and a half if you pace yourself and then take your time and enjoy the scenery. You could do it in half an hour if you're Top Gun, but why would you? You know, you want to sit back and relax and just soak up all the atmosphere, eh? It's beautiful. You know, interesting seeing the ducks and the geese and all the other wildlife just in the habitat, eh? Just relaxing. That's just beautiful. I love it. I put the camera down on the selfie stick and put it through the water just to see what it looks like down there. And we've got the sand as well, geothermal bubbling sand formation. That was pretty awesome. We have Rose over here feeding Francesca, the little one. Yeah, it's awesome, eh? Nothing beats being out with the family and taking the kids out into nature. Obviously, you know, it's so they can learn and see new things, feel new things as well. So that's awesome. And this part is nearer to the end of the walk, but it's a beautiful picnic area as well, beside the stream as it's heading out to Lake Rotorua. And this is mainly where the animals, you know, the birds and fish and all that sort of stuff gather. There's a big gazebo sort of thing near the exit, so you can just sit down on the bench and just have a sandwich, whatever you've brought with you, some snacks, and just chill out. Or if you want to do your TikToks or any sort of weird dancing that goes on nowadays, you know, you can do that sort of stuff. Happy days. Well, I just want to thank everyone for watching. Hope you have an awesome weekend ahead. Stay safe. And from my family to yours, have a safe one. Peace and God bless.